Is it? No, I like this lighting. Okay, I know I'm 24 hours late, but welcome back to my channel. My name is Rika. I have an excuse, okay? I'm 41 years old, so this is Life in My 40s, and this is where we talk about faith, dating, and career, heavy on the faith. So here's the deal. This past week in my life has been super, super, super busy, okay? And I never want to come on my YouTube channel and just talk to you about nothing that isn't like structured for me. I have to have like structure and like bullet points, and just so I can guide my conversation with you. So it's not just like, I just don't want to be talking. I don't want to be talking to be talking. So, so this past week, what did I do that I was so busy? I will say on Tuesday, I had a date. Okay. So couldn't record that day. And then I also had my mentees senior night. And that was super, super rewarding. And I'll talk about that in my points for the topic that I'm talking about today, right? So today's video is 5 things I'm doing to survive this presidency. Yeah, let's just talk about it, because that is also one of the reasons why I'm kind of late, because it's getting real wild, wild west out here. It's getting real, let's roll back the civil rights movement out here. And it's making social media unappealing to me. And so in January, when I did my no spend January, I also fasted as well. Not only from food, but I also fasted from social media. I fasted from Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And I ain't been on TikTok since, because I don't even know what they're about to do with TikTok. And during that fast, I was like, why am I on social media? Why? And that includes YouTube. Why? What am I doing? Should I be on YouTube? I feel like there's other important things to be doing. And so I'm still dealing with that and still trying to navigate this space of feeling like the world is ending. There's something else I can be doing besides being on social media. And that's where I'm at, right? So not only was it a heavy like week for me and like emotions about the country, but also I was busy. I usually do record, I think on Friday or Saturdays, but again, I had my mentees senior night, which I was super, super honored to be invited to. Yesterday was Sunday, which was church, also had a date. And then Saturday, I had 2 events to do. So I just really, again, and the emotions, just being busy. So I was like, I'm not about to rush nothing. It's my channel. I can do what I want. Okay. But y'all getting this video today. So let's get into it. 5 things that I'm doing to survive this presidency. And I'm looking down because I have my phone, because I put the notes on my phone. One of them is filtering out national news as far as like the talking heads. So I'm not really trying to do MSNBC, CNN. I ain't never done Fox News. We ain't doing that. Okay. Because I don't want to really hear the talking about the news. I don't want the opinions. I feel like everybody's opinions turn up fear in me. And they're just doing their job. It is what it is. I understand news. So I've decided that instead of doing that, I will do local news, because we're still going to get national news in the local news. But I just feel like local news is better at not spewing fear and like just weirdness. And so I'm doing that, and also reading the newspaper. So I read like the Seattle Times, and then I think I'll do like the New York Times or something to have a national perspective, because I'm teetering this line of wanting to be informed, but also not feeding fear into my soul and into my spirit, because the Bible says over and over again, do not fear, right? Like the words of like, do not fear, that phrase, I think that's like the most repeated phrase in the Bible. And so I just know God does not give us a spirit of fear, and I don't want to do that. And if I feed my flesh with fear, the world is ending, then I'm not going to be filled with faith. And so I'd rather be filled with faith. So instead of the news, I do number 2. So that's number 1, filtering the news. Number 2 is I'm finding joy in the small things. So that's why I wasn't like really rushed to record this video, because I was like, I'm busy. I'm doing things. And this is my real life. I'm doing things. I'm going on dates. I'm attending my mentees senior night. I'm hanging out with my friends, celebrating my friend's birthday party this past Saturday. Like, I am doing things, and I want to be more focused on the things instead of like, oh, I need to record something. So that's where I'm finding joy, is the community, that connection. And I've also, so finding joy is number two, right? And so the community connection is like a part, a two-way. 2B would be, so instead of the news, I picked up, now I'm watching Love is Blind again, and The Ultimatum, and whatever else show I pick up on, because the shows, girl, you watching Love is Blind, the 2024 season. I do know there's a 2025 coming, I think on Valentine's Day, that Friday or whatever. I just be laughing. It's just fun to laugh at people. They decided to be on the show. It's fun to laugh at people who think they're in love so quickly, and then to watch it over time on the show for it to deteriorate, as relationships go through their ups and downs. So it's just so funny when people are like, oh my God, girl, I love you so much. Like, it's till death. Like, I love you. Like, we getting married. Like, and then say all of these nice and beautiful and wonderful things about each other. And then you get into, episode 10 and they ready to kill each other, whatever. I need that train wreck type of a show right now. And it's also because I'm a hopeless romantic. So it's like 50-50. I think it's super cute. And these things that these guys be saying to these girls, I'm like, oh, I want somebody to say that to me. And then I'm also like, no, I don't, girl. Because I've heard everything under the sun. And them dudes they don't have no follow through. They be lying anyway. So anyway, so I'm just in the fun and the joy of that. And when I do watch Love is Blind or The Ultimatum or whatever show, which by the way, I'm also watching The Golden Girls. I have like a routine at night. Golden Girls, Living Single, The Ultimatum, Love is Blind, and then also the show called The Chosen, which if you are not watching The Chosen and you a Christian, I ain't gonna judge you because I ain't supposed to be judging, but I think you need to watch it. It's really good. And so that's my routine. I don't watch all those shows in like one day because that's a lot of TV, and I'm really focusing on more like sermons and things that are centering God. So let's go into number 3. Point 1, filtering the news. Point 2, like the number 2 thing that I'm doing to survive this presidency is finding joy. Number 3, let's go into keeping my eye on God. I, again, do not want to be filling my soul with fear. And so that's why I'm just like, I really don't want to have these conversations. I'm really not trying to be scrolling on Instagram and seeing everybody's like, this is what Trump did. Trump did this. This is what Elon Musk is doing. And is Elon Musk really running the country? I really need just the facts, what's happening. So instead of the time that I would be on Instagram and scrolling, I'm filling it with sermons, worship, listening to my Bible in the morning. I was going to say reading my Bible, but I don't want to lie. I have a Bible plan on the Bible app that I'm following to complete the Bible in a year. So that's like the first thing I'm listening to when I wake up in the morning. So definitely keeping more faith, godly conversations in my ear, because faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. So shout out to Tim Ross, Michael Todd, Darius Daniels, Sarah Jakes Roberts, her husband. These are the people that I'm listening to consistently. 4 is, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm also trying to figure out what in my house can I replace by a Black-owned company. So yeah, so I'm having fun figuring that out too. And I don't want to, obviously I'm in this bucket of like, I want to save. So I'm not about to just run out and just like change everything. Because that would be, I think, unwise especially in the position that I'm in financially. But it's like, for example, I ran out of mouthwash. And I was going to go to Target and buy the mouthwash that I usually buy. I ain't doing that. I don't want to do that. So I literally Googled like top Black-owned dentist or dental, something. I think I just said top Black-owned mouthwash. And I actually found a list. And so now I'm about to replace my mouthwash with a Black-owned company. The next thing I'm going to run out of is probably, face wash. Yeah. So I Googled the top face, Black face companies, whatever, and found a whole list. We're out here. So I just want to be more intentional with where I'm spending my money and making sure that if there is a product out there that I use consistently that is Black owned, I want to buy that. Another thing I did, and this isn't necessarily Black owned, but it's just to my point, like I haven't used Amazon in like a month, definitely all of January, which I'm very proud. But I do buy California Farms almond milk off of Amazon because I got 6 containers, 32 ounces for like cheaper than even going to the California Farms website to order. Buying in bulk obviously is cheaper, but guess what? I have a Costco card. I went to Costco, started looking around. I said, there we go, boom. They have the California Farms. It's not almond milk, but it's oat milk. But I don't care. It's just for my protein shake. I like almonds. I like oats. There we go. Boom. So that crossed Amazon all the way off my list. Then the last thing I'm doing to survive this presidency, and I will say, maybe I should use the word thrive, because I have a lot of joy in my heart. I really do. I'm a happy, optimistic girl, and I want to, woman, and I want to stay that way. So here's the last thing I'm doing. Volunteering. Again, going to Kennedy's senior night. I had no idea. I didn't know what it meant. When she invited me, I was like, of course I'll come. What is it? What is a senior night? She did not tell me that I would literally be walking out with her and they would be announcing, one of our seniors is Kennedy, and with her is her mom, such and such, her dad, such and such, her sister, her little brother, and her mentor, Rika Robinson. And I was like, what? Like, she did not tell me that was happening. And the crazy thing is I showed up and I made it by the freaking skin of my teeth. I didn't even know that I was supposed to be making it to something. I just thought that I was going to see her be introduced as a senior and we were going to clap and it was going to be over. I did not know that senior night meant all of the cheerleaders who are seniors are being recognized with the people that have ushered them along this education journey, I guess we can call it that. So I had no idea that I was running late, but her mom texted me and was like, hey, we're lining up now. I'm like, lining up? But I was already in the parking lot and parked, but I was just confused because it wasn't the school that I thought it was. And also the parking lot was huge. And so then I went first to the theater building and then I had to find the gym. So I made it literally, I think they were on 2 people ahead of her when I finally got to her and they were calling the first person ahead of her and then they finally called her. I didn't even take off my jacket. I felt like I probably didn't even look at the camera because they took a picture of us. I was like so confused. But then after it set in, I was like, oh my God, this was so cute. She invited me. I'm so super honored. Like I felt super, super, super honored. So those are the 5 things that I am doing to thrive in this presidency. Filtering the news, finding joy where I can, just finding it. Okay. I even bought ice cream the other day and I don't even eat ice cream like that. So there's that. What can I replace in my house to be a Black owned product? Also volunteering and then also keeping my eye on God. What are you doing to thrive, to survive this presidency, girl? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back. Hopefully, I will be back Sundays at 7. I will see you.